When life gets hard and the motivation disappears, I want you to know something right up front. You're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. I've had seasons where my energy was low, my focus was gone, and simple tasks felt heavy. I sit there staring at my to-do list, knowing what needed to be done, but feeling completely disconnected from the drive to actually do it. And the frustrating part, I wanted to be motivated. I just couldn't find it. And maybe that's where you are right now. We live in a world that's constantly telling us to push harder, stay disciplined, or grind through it. But nobody really talks about what happens when you're exhausted, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Nobody talks about the days when ambition goes quiet, confidence takes a hit, and progress feels out of reach. What I've learned is this: motivation doesn't usually disappear because we're lazy. It disappears because something inside of us is overloaded, ignored, or even misunderstood. So in this episode, I just want to slow things down. No hype, no generic advice, just some real perspective and a few counterintuitive shifts that have helped me get moving again, even when I didn't feel ready. Here's the first thing that changed everything for me. I stopped waiting to feel motivated. We're taught to believe that motivation comes first and action follows. But in reality, it's usually the other way around. Action, especially small, almost unnoticeable action, is what creates that momentum. And momentum is what rebuilds motivation. Not big goals, not massive plans, just movement. Sometimes the win isn't finishing the task. Sometimes the win is simply starting it. Another thing that helped me was realizing that burnout doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes burnout looks like procrastination. Sometimes it looks like distraction. Sometimes it looks like losing interest in things you once cared deeply about. And instead of judging myself for that, I started asking better questions. What am I avoiding? What's draining me? What expectations am I carrying that don't belong to me anymore? Those questions didn't instantly fix everything, but they gave me clarity. And clarity makes forward motion possible. One of the most surprising shifts I made was lowering the bar, on purpose at that. I stopped asking myself, what's the best thing I could do today? And started asking, what's the smallest thing I could do today that still moves me forward? That mindset removed the pressure. And once the pressure was gone, progress became possible again. If you're listening to this and you feel stuck, tired, or disconnected from your motivation, I want you to hear this clearly. This season doesn't define you. The struggle doesn't mean you're falling. It doesn't mean you're failing. It means that you're human. Momentum isn't built in moments of inspiration. It's built in moments of honesty, when you admit where you are and choose to take one step anyway. So today, don't focus on doing everything. Just focus on doing something. And if that something feels small, that's okay. Small steps still move you forward. So, just to commemorate my first episode to y'all, I just want to thank you for spending these few minutes with me. If this resonates with you, take a breath. Give yourself some grace, and remember, you're allowed to rebuild your momentum at your own pace. Just keep going.